So, Sarah, let's start with the present and what you're currently doing right now. You're back on campus again, aren't you?
Yep, back on campus. I'm actually the new life calling career coach here at Ashland University. Just started about a month ago. So it's been really exciting just to be back at Ashland, be around familiar faces again, and yeah, just kind of coaching in a different way, but still helping students and walking alongside them. So it's been really great.
That's awesome. And we'll get with the basketball coaching part here toward the end of the interview. But let's take you all the way back to your senior year of high school at Malvern. And
Oh,
I don't know that a
geez.
lot of people knew where Malvern was before you showed up on campus, but how did you become an Eagle the first time?
Yeah, small little town of Malvern. So grew up 45 people in my graduating class and one stoplight. So really small town, but played on a little local AAU team and was going to decided to go to some bigger tournaments. And that's where Coach P saw me at a tournament. I think it was in Cincinnati. It was a crazy story, actually, because it was during my brother's graduation. And I was like torn between should I go to my brother's graduation or should I go to this tournament? But God willing, I went to the tournament and Coach P was able to see me there. So started getting recruited by her and first visited Ashland. I was like, yeah, there was no question about it. It was like, this is home, the people here, the environment, like Eagle Nation shows up. So yeah, I mean, it was an automatic yes for me.
Obviously, most freshmen that come in, I get bios and things like that, know your high school stats and stuff, but I really don't know a lot about the players till you actually start playing for AU. And I remember your second game against Alderson Broaddus when we set the school record for margin of victory, and you come off the bench, and I think you had 25 and 12 that game. And I'm
Oh,
thinking, boy, we already have a lot of good players, and here comes another one. But what was that like, kind of just learning, sitting, watching all the amazing players, and being a part of a national champion and a 73 game winning streak?
yeah, I mean, I was surrounded by greatness. That's really all I can say. I mean, the people that were in front of me were amazing players. So I just got to see their work ethic day in and day out. All of our coaches poured into us so heavily. And yeah, just the daily routine of how they showed up, how they went about their, not only in basketball, but just how they went about their lives was a huge transition for me just to see that. And looking back on it, I'm just super thankful for it. I feel like I really learned what it meant to work hard. I felt like in high school, I came from a small town. I was doing all the sports, just living life, doing the thing. And then coming to Ashland, like I go from a uh, big fish in a small pond to coming to Ashland and everybody's good. Everybody's bringing it daily. So I was like, wow, I need to buckle up and figure out how to do this. So just having those people in front of me to just kind of pave the way for that just really showed me what working hard looks like. And yeah, they poured into me so heavily. So when my time was called, I just tried to be as ready as I could. But it was all my teammates and coaches, honestly.
Then you got your chance those last 2 years, junior and senior year, to be able to be a starter, full-time player, part of a bigger part of the winning. So what was that like then taking those first 2 years and what you learned and applying them in the last 2 years?
Yeah, I think, like I said, just my coaches and teammates, they pushed me daily. And, I knew that my time would come eventually to just keep working hard and kind of just going into practice with the mindset like, hey, I'm a part of a great team. Like, the culture here is amazing. I love practice. It's like practice was I felt truly blessed. Those 2 years, I developed a lot, not only in my basketball game, but just spiritually, all the things grew into kind of the person that the Lord wanted me to be. And it was amazing just to kind of have that transition and have the people alongside me support me. So, yeah, I knew that I would get an opportunity. And when I went out there, I was just like, I put in the work. So I wanted to kind of show that the best way that I could. And like I said, just the great teammates around me. we had tons of hype women. So they were supporting you throughout the entire process.
You talk about the hard work, and I went back through the record book before we started this, and everybody remembers the points and the rebounds and the block shots. But you have two of the top 10 free throw shooting seasons in program history. And I don't think a lot of that part of your game, I don't think a lot of people remember that. So, how much pride do you take in something like that, which is a big part of basketball?
Yeah, I guess I didn't even really know that. But free throws, I think I was like when I was younger, I was just instilled to like my dad. I just remember like playing knockout or something like that, and he was like, these are easy points. Like he was like, you have to make these. So I just had that kind of instilled for me at a young age, like they're free points. So just having the same process routine every time you step up to the line and not thinking about it as much. I think I'm better in life in general when I don't overthink things. So just getting up there and having that routine every time. So it's kind of muscle memory. I'm not thinking about it too much, but yeah, I mean, I love to shoot free throws.
And then unfortunately, I was on the bus with you going to Drury in 2020,
Oh,
and you never got a chance to play what I still consider would have been the best D2 women's basketball game in history. Should you have and Drury have gotten to that regional final both undefeated? What was that like for you and your senior teammates to get all the way over there 6 years ago and then have to turn all the way back again the next day because of what happened with COVID?
yeah, it was awful. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I still to this day, I'm like, we should have been the ones that got another year. I don't know if that's selfish to say, but I'm like, we definitely needed another year. But yeah, it was really sad. But I think just in that time, it was almost like we were shocked. Like, we're like, what the heck is happening? It was such a weird period in life. And we were sad, but at the same time, we were like, we just wanted to be together. I think that day we got the news at practice, and then like 15 minutes later, we're like, we're going laser tag.
Yeah, I remember.
Like,
Yeah.
we went to some laser tag thing, and I think that our team was honestly just so close, which is it's unique and it's so special. We genuinely loved each other and cared about each other. We were so sad that the season was over, but I know just like going to laser tag, going to dinner, talking about like the season, talking about our experience at Ashland, that was so memorable to me because it was truly a great group of girls, and we're still friends to this day. Like a lot of us are still at Ashland and super close. So I think just reflecting on the time that we did have together was special, and not so much dwelling like we don't get to play in the tournament, even though it did suck. We
So
would definitely
then
play.
after that, you quickly transitioned to your professional career. So
Yeah.
where did you end up playing in your entire career overseas?
Yeah. And I think with the tournament there, it like I felt like I didn't have closure on my basketball career. So I'm like, I have to keep playing. So yeah, I ended up going to Serbia, Australia, Switzerland, Slovenia, and Czech Republic. So yeah, 5 years and five different countries. So it was amazing. I genuinely thought I was like, oh, I'm just gonna play 1 year and see how it goes, and then get into whatever's next. And then 5 years later, I'm like still playing. But amazing memories, great teammates, great experience just to kind of see what professionally overseas it looked like. And Lena Snyder, like she was an inspiration to me. Coach Pickens heavily poured into me, just and kind of encouraged that too. Like, might as well take the opportunity and chance to see if you like it. At least I know what it looks like. So I'm super thankful for my time overseas. I really enjoyed it. You literally get to play basketball for a living, so I don't know how that you couldn't enjoy it.
And then unfortunately you get hurt and that season in your life ends. So then you come back to Ashland a second time and
Yeah,
start what could have been a coaching career. So what
yeah.
was that semester like for you last year?
It was so good. I mean, looking back at that time now, I'm genuinely so thankful. Coach Pickens had um, opened up doors and made a way for me that I didn't even know was possible. And it's just a testament to who she is. I truly love her. And she has been such a mentor in my life. I tore my ACL, came home, kind of going through a really rough time transition. I just didn't know what was next. It kind of went through an identity, like who am I even? And Coach P, I told her that I kind of wanted to be around the game. And 2 weeks later, she's like, do you want to be the assistant coach second half of the season? So ended up coming to Ashland in January, I think, and coached that second half. And it was great. I feel like just being around the team, getting that Ashland feeling again from the community, the coaches, Natalie, Coach Jenna, Coach Pickens, just poured into me and were there for me in a time that was kind of difficult. And the team was great. Like they just brought the joy back so much, and just not only in basketball, but life in general, just to see another perspective of that. So looking back on that time, I'm so thankful for it. I love the Eagles and everything about the AUWBB program.
Now you're back a third time, and I want to talk about your Christian faith because I've seen such a growth in you personally and this community of young former AU athletes. I've given it a nickname, the Young Ashland Christian Association. that we have you, we have the Brenners, we have the Phillipses, we have the Denbos, we have the Downings. I'm going to miss somebody, I'm sure. But to have that community of friends and fellow believers in the same community wanting to stay in the community after you're done in college, what is that like for you being a part of that?
Oh, it's everything to me. I mean, my faith is the most important thing in my life. And I just feel like being surrounded by a group of believers, it just sharpens you in every area of life. And you have those people that kind of speak life into you. And I don't know where I would be without it, honestly. Just being back in the local church here at Ashland and kind of getting to grow my faith more in that, it's been amazing. And having those friends nearby that just continue to sharpen you and push you, not only in your just growth with whatever it is on a day-to-day basis, but your spiritual life as well. They'll pray over you, things like that. So I think it's just been the biggest thing for me, honestly. The Lord is moving in Ashland.
Absolutely.
In a tremendous way. And it just shows how God provides. Like the Lord has been so steady and constant. So just all the glory and praise to our Lord and Savior in everything. He is sovereign over everything, and his ways are better. And I feel like that is what I have continued to fall back on and hold fast to this last year and a half of my life. And he has continued to work and show up in ways that I can never imagine. But glory to him, and just his goodness, and just the people here that love and trust in him too, because it's just an encouragement to me day in and day out.
Last two questions are the last two questions I give to everybody. One, go ahead and brag about your family for a little bit.
Oh, my family is great. I love them so much. It's so nice to be back in Ashland. I mean, I'm not super close to them, but it's an hour and a half compared to overseas. So it's definitely close. And my siblings are pretty close by. My brother my brother and his wife, Corey, they just had their first son. So first nephew in the family. My sister's doing amazing, and her fiance, she's getting married here this summer. My parents are great. I think they just love being grandparents, or they love being grandparents now. It's a new era of their life, but yeah, grandparents are good. I love my family. I'm super close with them. And it's been great to be back in their presence. I feel like I was over the FaceTime calls. Like I want to give my mom a hug and not just smile at her on FaceTime. So, yeah, I love my family dearly, and I'm super thankful to kind of get to spend more time with them over this past year. It's been really special to me.
And then finally, this question makes a lot of sense since you work here now.
Yeah.
If you come across anybody who is thinking about going to AU, or their daughter or son or whoever it might be thinking about coming to AU, give them your sales pitch.
Give them my sales pitch. Okay. Um, Ashland is transformational. That's what I would say. I can speak from my own personal experience. I can speak from, I think, just watching my teammates, people here grow, not only as a person, not only as a basketball player, but in their faith. I think the Lord is moving mightily here in Ashland, and Ashland is home. The community is special. Yeah, and I can just only say that Ashland is transformational in every way. So everybody should come to Ashland University or Ashland, Ohio.